Welcome to 2019, everybody. This is Ruben, and I just wanted to say, for one, thank you guys for being so patient for a new episode to come up. If you've been following our Twitter account or our any of the socials, we had some computer issues. My stinking laptop has gone the way of the dinosaur, and we were in desperate need of a new laptop, which we have been able to procure. Thank you for the, but it is on consignment right now, basically. I'm renting it until it's paid off. So it's a used MacBook, which is fantastic for just what we're doing here. But we meaning me, I'm needing some, we produce this podcast for nothing for you guys. But it does cost money to do it, and I don't have a Patreon set up, and I don't ask for much from you guys, just to listen and enjoy the free funny and the recommendations that Tom or Dana when she's on, or Carlos when he's on, or whomever, all the guests that we've had on. We just hope you listen and enjoy the show, but for the show to continue again, we're needing some help trying to keep this new computer that we've got and keeping it up and running, making sure that everything is functional. So that being said, I've set up a GoFundMe account in order to help raise funds to pay this laptop off. As you guys all know, I got 2 kids and daycare, and and a wife, and not bragging, but it's expensive. And, this I don't want to call it a frivolity, but this new computer is definitely outside of the budget, and any little bit you can helps. We were able to raise $90 on the first output, and which is good. And we're damn near 20% of the way for what we need, because the computer was a total of $500. And I'm just trying to raise enough money to pay this computer off. I don't want to be under the debt of anybody. But like I said, I don't want to set up anything to be like, give us money. And honestly, we don't have enough downloads to do any do any kind of advertising or anything of that nature. It's a little homegrown operation we got here, and I definitely could use some help. And I love you guys, and I know you guys support the show, and you do enjoy the show, obviously, because you keep downloading us. And I do apologize that it's been 2 months since the last time we got together and sat down and had our little fireside chats here. But like I said, the computer died, and it was time to get a new one. So time is now, and we need money. Let's just put it blatantly. Blatantly is not even a word. Just to put it plainly there. So for those of you who have already donated, I love you guys. Thank you so much. You guys mean the world to me. And for everyone who hasn't donated, you guys also mean the world to me. So I would love it if you can help. Please do. If not, don't worry about it. It is what it is. But again, that would be GoFundMe.com, GoFundMe.com/PopGoulash, the little show you're listening to here. So any little bit helps. So after this, after I get off the mic, begging you in all humbleness for some shekels, if you could please keep listening, because this is an older episode that I recorded with Tom sometime in October, and it's just been sitting on the dead hard drive on my dead computer. I was finally able to recover it. So this is the episode that should have been released a long time ago, but it's now here for your listening pleasure. And seeing as it's 2019, we're going to try and keep this up and keep the good faith. We're still going to do the Netflix and chill episodes. Those are still going to be coming, and hopefully I can get some interesting guests for you guys. If you guys know anybody that you think would be awesome on the show, send them my direction. Just email me, popgoulash42@gmail.com, or you can reach me through our Facebook at popgoulash facebook.com/popgoulash, or Twitter, it's popgoulash, @popgoulash. So hit us up or go to the old Instagram. I'd give you that, but I don't know what it is. I'll put it in the notes. Any hooser. Love to hear from you guys. Love you guys. Thank you very much for all you've done for us for the last couple of years of doing this fun podcast. Let's get the show on the road. Oh, and one other thing that I should mention. There was a tragedy that happened recently. I'm not sure if you remember, but we shouted out, and actually we're on an episode of the Mike Misery podcast, and I think we had him on ours. I can't remember; it's been so long. But Mike was another podcaster out of New York, and he tragically passed away in December, just before Christmas. So just want to send some love and positive vibes out there for Mike and his family. We hadn't talked very much in the last year or so, but it's always tragic and sad when one of us when any of our lights go out. So just sleep well. And anyway, so enough for the downer. So let's get on with the show. Thanks, guys. Love you. Peace. On the mirror goggles, bitches. It's time for some pop goulash. I'm Ruben.
I'm Tom.
What's up, people?
What's going on?
Same
what
shit.
Up? What up?
Same shit, different toilet.
I hear you, man.
What is all as old is new again, and what is all as new is old again. So
this is really, really good.
I took a vacation. Sorry, we've had a lapse. But I just handed Tom a mango IPA from South Carolina.
Brewed in Charleston, South Carolina.
Yep. From Palmetto Brewing Company.
Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Dude.
Very mango-y.
Yeah, a lot of mango in that. Yeah. Which is cool, because sometimes they'll be like, oh, it's a mango IPA, and you're like, I kind of get a mild mango aftertaste.
Yeah.
But I'm not really tasting the mango, and that one is like way mango
This
forward.
Is way mango forward, yeah,
Absolutely.
For sure. Yeah, this is good.
Dude, there's a brewery in Roselle called Pollyanna Brewing.
Okay.
Dude, they had this, I think it was an IPA. It was a Northeast IPA that they had.
Yeah.
And it was called something about re-entry or some shit thing or another.
Okay.
And, dude, fantastic.
Really good, huh?
Yeah, I got like one of those 32-ounce growlers of it, brought it home. Dude, good shit.
Have you had, as founders, God, I love their stuff, man.
Yeah.
Have you had the, what is it? It's called Barrel Runner.
Mm-mm.
It's a limited release out right now. It's an Imperial double IPA aged in rum barrels.
Really? That sounds like it would fuck you up.
Fucking delicious. Yeah, really? It's like 14%.
Jesus.
They
sell it in like 2-packs.
It's in 4-packs. It's like $14, $15 for a 4-pack, which is worth every penny.
Right.
But yeah, the last time I got it, I bought it. I think I bought it last weekend, or I bought it for the Conor McGregor fight, for the McGregor Nurmagomedov fight, which was a couple weeks ago, I think, at this point. But yeah, and I drank all 4.
Oh Jesus!
I was fucking wrecked.
Yeah, I can imagine.
God,
the next day was probably not good.
Oh,
for you.
Horrible! I had such a headache, man. But by the time Gayla and the kids went to bed, because Gayla and Brendan, because they watched the fight with me. Allison's at school, but by the time Gayla and Brendan went to bed, man, I was a fucking mess.
That's hilarious.
God, it was great.
Oh man! So your band was in town this week. 21 Pilots.
Who? 21 Pilots?
Is that what they're called?
Who is that? That's not my band. 21 Pilots. Oh no, those
kids from.
Yeah, those are the kids from.
You spent a lot of money on tickets for Allison.
For Allison to go. That's right. Yeah, she doesn't really listen to them anymore. But yeah. Yeah, but I spent like $200 or $300, whatever the hell it was, for when she was in Arizona to go see them. Yeah.
I knew some people that went to the show. They said it was an excellent show.
I mean, those guys. We talked about this before. Those guys are super talented, man. Right?
You know what though? I listened to the new album recently because they just put a new album out like 3 weeks ago. There's no dynamic to the album.
Sure.
That's what I liked about that Blurry Face album was because like the songs were all over the place. But this new one is just like the same tonalities, same tempo, same. They're interchangeable songs.
What most people don't realize is that bands, when bands come out with that first album, I don't think Blurry Face was their first.
No,
album.
that was like their second or third.
Was it their second or third? But when bands come out with those early albums, by the time a band is getting signed and cutting its first, second, third album, they've
honed those songs for years.
Right. They've been playing those songs for 5, 6, 8, 10, sometimes is longer than that.
Right.
And eventually they're going to run out of songs though.
Right. And they got to work.
Right. Bands that get signed, usually when they get signed, they have anywhere from, 30 to 50 to 60 songs that they've written that they've performed, which is enough. If you were to cut that in half, it's enough to make about 2-3 records.
3 good records.
And then you've got to start writing again.
Right.
And now you're under the pressure to write in 3 months.
Yeah.
Rather than write and craft a song over 10 years.
Right.
Right. And this is why these bands, they have these great first albums, and then they come out and it's like, oh God, these guys suck.
Oh, it's a sophomore slump.
Right. It's not a sophomore slump. It's that they had 10 years to make that first album.
Right.
And now they're gonna Yeah, so I don't know if that's the case with these guys because they're rather young too.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty young, so I don't think they've been playing together for that.
No,
long,
and I think maybe it's one of those where I just need to really dive into it and listen.
Could be,
but like my first listen, I was wholly unimpressed.
Well, Blurry Face
was just an incredible record.
Was a very good record, but the first time I listened to it, I was just prepared to dismiss it.
Yeah,
because to me they were. Teeny
bopper music.
Teeny bopper. They were like every other band at that time. They were just another phase of whether it's the 1975 or the Arctic Monkeys, who were actually a very good band.
Except for that last album.
Which sucked. Well, the Arctic Monkeys, they really suffered from that. First album was great.
Their first two were fantastic.
Which one was Fake Tales of San Francisco on? Was that
was the first album.
First one. Okay. That's my favorite one.
Yeah, What People Think About Me.
What People Think About Me. Okay.
Yeah, the second album, what was it? I don't remember what the name of it was.
The
second album was incredible as well. And then the third album, they started like... Because that's when all their like way up-tempo barn burner songs were. Yeah. And then they started slowing down as like each album came out.
Okay.
But still like there was quality songwriting going on there. And then the AM album came out and it was good. It was good. It was serviceable.
Well, I mean, again, they're talented guys. They're talented.
Yeah, and then this Neutral Milk Hotel in Mars with Yankee Foxtrot. I don't know. It's got
I haven't even heard this.
Dude, it's like Alex Turner, I think his name is Alex Turner, the main singer-songwriter.
Okay.
He bought a piano.
He's a pretty talented guitar player, too.
He's a fucking hell of a guitar player. Yeah. Well, he doesn't play guitar at all on this album, and all he plays is piano.
Well, then I don't want to listen to it.
It's not good. And I'm like, oh... Because for a while there, like, that was my band,
Arctic Monkeys?
Yeah, dude,
yeah, my kid loved
those guys.
Yeah, my kid loved the shit out of those guys for a long time. Well, that first album, shit. See, I do that all the time here. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, I need to get that. I keep talking about it. I need to get that Patreon up and
pulled my headphones. I ripped my headphones out of the thing.
Start getting some decent equipment down here. So we don't have this buzz in our headphones.
This buzz. I think it's gone.
No, I can still hear it.
Oh, it's still there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's only in the headphones. If you're hearing it, you realize us talking about it now. If people weren't hearing it, and it's there,
now they can hear it.
Now they're fucking hearing it. And they go, God damn it, you motherfuckers!
Right. All yours.
Why did you have to fucking say something?
Right. Dicks. So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, you been watching American Horror Story at all?
I have not. I don't. I stopped watching American Horror Story, God, a few seasons ago. I think it was the, what was it, the Freak Show?
Mm-hmm.
I think I watched about half of the Freak Show one.
Okay.
And I don't know. I just kind of lost interest. I haven't. I hear it's really, really good, and I heard that the Freak Show one actually ended really, really well.
Yeah,
but I didn't get through it.
Yeah,
I've tried a few times, but
yeah, they got the hotel. The hotel season was pretty interesting.
Okay.
That's the one that had Lady Gaga in it.
Oh, okay.
And she was fucking excellent, dude.
Dude, as bad as it's, I want to see this movie with her. And
have you heard the soundtrack?
It's phenomenal,
dude. Jason Isbell co-wrote one of the songs with Bradley Cooper.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
I know.
Super good.
I'm not a big fan of Bradley Cooper, but at this movie,
dude, homie can sing.
What is this? It's a remake.
Yeah, the Star is Born.
Star is Born.
Yeah,
yeah. I really want to see this. Well, she is amazingly talented.
Yeah.
Just, sickeningly talented.
Dude, you know, I realized, I finally saw how talented she was. I think it was like her first or second Saturday Night Live appearance.
Yeah.
And she was like, she came out on stage and she did her whole weird thing.
Yeah.
And like, she was like dancing around, but she had like this gyroscope attached to her. And, you know, she was singing her whatever single off her, I think it was right around the second album.
Okay.
And I always kind of wrote her off as just a weirdo that did a bunch of bubblegum pop music.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people did.
Yeah. And then like halfway through her song, like the lights go quiet. She sits down behind a piano and starts to play and really sing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, dude, she's just super, super talented.
And she did an album with Tony Bennett, for
Tony
Christ's sake.
Bennett, yeah. Well, that was when Tony Bennett was in that phase of doing
duets.
Like, that was the big thing, right? Because like Sinatra did a bunch of those duet things, and that was the
most of those.
phase.
I think those Sinatra ones were all posthumous, though. I think he was dead after that.
Okay. Yeah, I know that was the phase though, where everybody started to like all those old time crooners,
right?
And you know.
But this was the Lady Gaga Tony Bennett album was only a couple years ago,
and it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't listen. I haven't listened to it, but yeah,
I've listened to it. It's not something I go to, but I've listened to it, and it's good. I mean, dude, she's amazingly talented. There's dude, this is nothing. This is not anything to do with how talented Lady Gaga is, but there's a version of Paparazzi out there on YouTube by a band called Someday Static.
Okay.
If you ever get a chance, listen to it.
Sure.
It's they do Paparazzi as kind of new metal-y Papa Roach style sort of thing. Right. It's a chick singer who's pretty banging too. But dude, it's fucking incredible.
Is it kind of like what was that group, Fast Drive? They were kind of one of those Southern California pop punk bands. Did Time After Time?
I don't think I heard that.
Oh god, it was so good. I got it on my phone upstairs.
Oh, I'll have to listen to
the Cyndi Lauper tune.
Yeah.
When I played for you, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I heard this," because Q101 played the fuck.
I'm sure I've probably heard it. I just don't remember it. Yeah. This is though. I've actually looked for this band, like. Because I love their version of Paparazzi so much. I've actually looked for them like on Spotify and iTunes and stuff. Can't find them anywhere. So I don't know if they're like just some
YouTube band
or some local band or whatever that I just stumbled on it one day and like was dude, this it's really cool though.
I'll check it out for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. But what were we talking about though before I interrupted with? You were talking about something. Shit, I don't remember.
It's late. Yeah. No, because we were talking about the Arctic Monkeys and how they suck now. And,
right. Oh, you were talking about. We were talking about Hotel.
Oh, the Yankee Foxtrot Hotel.
No. You were talking about what's this show? American Horror Story.
Oh, American Horror Story.
Yeah. Hotel.
Yeah, and that season was fucked up. Like, it was based off of a real hotel downtown Hollywood that's supposedly haunted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like Kathy Bates is in it, and her son is. Part of
was
it.
Jessica Lange still in it?
Jessica, I believe.
I think she's in it at that point, but she left after that season.
Yeah, because after that it was Roanoke, which the Roanoke season was fucked up.
Okay.
In the Roanoke season, like it was in 3 parts. So like when you watch it, it's like watching 3 different seasons in one season.
Oh, okay.
Because the first season is they get a bunch of people to stay at this house in Roanoke during the blood moon, and like all this crazy shit starts going down, like all this supernatural haunted shit. And then the second group of episodes, they bring everybody back to the house after the fact. Or no, they're telling a story. Wait, how did it go? So, they start telling a story kind of like a, I don't know, like one of those murder shows on Annie or, you know, the kind of shit your wife likes to watch, and then you're wondering if she's going to put a knife in your throat.
Somebody's going to fucking kill me in the middle of the night, right?
Right. So they were talking about how they were filming this reality show at this house, and like this one woman goes crazy and kills everybody.
Okay.
And so they have all the actors playing the real people. The second half, they get the living people and the actors that portrayed them, and they put them in the house.
Okay.
And then the third season is like kind of a documentary about what happened. It was a really interesting concept. People got pissed off at it.
This is the Roanoke season?
The Roanoke season.
Maybe I'll just skip to that and just watch
Kathy
that.
Bates was in it. Cuba Gooding Jr. was in it. I mean, it was a good season.
Well, I'm sure it had all the regular American Horror Story folks in it.
Yeah,
right,
Angela
too.
Bassett was in it.
Okay.
Like, it was fucking good.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just skip to that and watch that. Okay.
And this season is the apocalypse.
This one I have, I've heard some things about this one that I'm not,
I'm a few episodes behind, but it's pretty interesting so far.
To me, Jessica Lange made so much of that series.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I had such a crush on her, too, when I was a kid, man. Oh, my God. When she was in King Kong. Oh, and she was in, I don't know, a very, not as well-known of a movie, but she was in a movie called Everybody's All-American with her and Dennis Quaid. I think it was Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid was a former high school football star or a college football star at like some southern school like Alabama or LSU or one of those schools down in the southeast where
more people like the football team than have ever actually seen a college.
Right, exactly, right. Where it's one of those states where the football stadium is the second largest city in the state on Saturday or something, but he plays a former football star, and and she is his love interest from college through, like, they get married and the whole thing, and it tells the entire story of their life as he like, basically it's a coming of age type of thing where he is trying desperately to cling to this being the superstar, and it's really, really
so
good
basically
movie.
It's an entire movie about Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite.
Right. But Jessica Lange was I remember she was so good, and she was so hot, and I was a kid when it came out. I just remember having such a crush on her.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's been fantastic in the series, but she hasn't been on the last few seasons.
No, I think she said she's not young anymore.
No.
By any
who
stretch.
they did get in for this season though?
Who?
Is Joan Collins.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You know what though? For being like 135 years old.
And a former soap opera actress?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, she was on Dynasty for all those years.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It was still a soap opera.
But yeah,
everything is a soap opera.
True.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's all a soap opera.
It's just how well is it written.
It just depends on what the backdrop is, right? I've said that about The Walking Dead forever.
Well, yeah.
The Walking Dead is a soap opera with zombies as a backdrop.
On Smodcast recently, Kevin Smith had Robert Kirkman on, and he's like, yeah, it's a soap opera.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I like, because this season is Andrew Lincoln's last season.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah,
so
they're going to kill off Rick.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to kill him off or what's going to happen, but I'm wondering if they killed off Carl.
I know they killed off Carl a couple of seasons ago. Right?
Last season.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if I should just suck it up, watch the second half of last season because I just stopped, and then just like watch this season because it's his last season. Close out the Grimes arc, and just be done with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to go back
because Maggie's not going to be on it anymore.
Well, then there's no reason to watch.
No reason to watch
honest.
It. Yeah, because those are the only 3 that are left. I mean, Michonne, I think she'll still be on, but I don't know.
Michonne is not an interesting enough character on her own to I think carry that show.
Yeah, she was amazing in Black Panther, though.
I have not seen Black Panther, although it just came out on Netflix, and I do plan on watching that.
Dude, Black Panther is fucking amazing.
But her character on The Walking Dead, she's too introverted. Mm-hmm. So there's just not enough there.
She was that way in the comics too, though.
Yeah, well, and it's a great character, and she's fantastic at it, and it is a phenomenal character. I just don't think a character like that can carry the whole show.
True,
because she's such an introvert. What kind of dialogue are you going to have?
Right.
I mean, it's great to watch her kill zombies and shit, although there hasn't been a zombie on the show in fucking
2 seasons,
couple seasons, but I dropped out a couple seasons ago. I just lost interest when they started the whole thing with what's his name with the bat.
Oh, with Negan.
Negan. When they started that whole thing with the battle against those guys or whatever, I just lost interest.
Which was sad because like in the comics, Negan was such a more compelling character.
Yeah.
Like he was just like this shiny shit talking guy. Like in the comics, he's just full of bravado and like.
Well,
he almost seemed like a tough guy used car salesman.
Supposedly, he's pretty good in the show.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan's good, but like plays him totally different than how I read him. In the books.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going back. I don't care if Rick dies or not.
You're
I'm
like,
not
fuck
going
him.
back. No, and I think that's one of the big problems that show has. Is
I remember
it never really had a plan.
Mm-mm. No,
I mean that's what made shows like Breaking Bad and The Sopranos so good, because you had this character that you were going to take through an arc.
Right.
You had this character that you were going to take through, through a story, right? Whether it's Walter White or it's Tony Soprano or whoever in great stories. Mm-hmm. That's what you need. You need a person, a character that you're gonna take through an entire story.
Right.
In Walking Dead, it's like Rick Grimes was the guy.
Right.
And now they're going to kill him off, but they're going to keep the story going. Well, that's stupid.
Right.
Because this is a story about Rick Grimes.
Yeah, because what are they going to do? Keep Eugene? Ugh.
Oh, God. Yeah, he's interesting. Not. What's the dude who rides a motorcycle?
Oh,
is he still on it?
As far as I know.
Okay.
What's his name? Daryl. Who was never in the comics.
Not interesting at all. Sorry, that character is totally uninteresting to me.
Yeah.
He
was way better as in the Boondock Saints.
Well, he's such a... Oh, yeah, he was. Oh, God. Well, he's such a caricature. He's not even like a real person.
Right.
I don't know. Hey, speaking of American Horror Story, speaking of series and of horror series, have you watched on Netflix The Haunting of Hill House?
No, I have not started it yet.
Holy shit, dude.
Really?
Oh, crap.
I hear it's good.
This is phenomenal.
Really?
Unreal. The acting... Okay, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to say it might be one of the best things I've watched on Netflix.
Really?
Period. Yes.
Wow.
The acting is absolutely stellar.
Really?
Unreal.
Are there any names in it?
Carla Gugino. She's the mom.
Oh, yes. Okay. Who played Silk Spectre on the original Silk Spectre, Sally Jupiter on Watchmen.
More importantly, who was naked in Sin City.
Yes,
she was topless in Sin City.
Mm-hmm. Well, everybody was topless in Sin City.
Everybody was topless in Sin City.
Except for Jessica Alba.
No, I don't want to sound like a pig, but Carla Gugino is very, very attractive. But dude, surprisingly though, she's not even the best. She's not even the best
really?
Actor on this show. The kids in this show are phenomenal. Not the young kids, but the kids as adults in this show are fantastic. They got the one. I'll tell you, there were times in this show I went from tears to like scared out of my mind in minutes.
Really,
it's great. It's great. I love it.
Okay,
absolutely love it. Spend the 10 hours and watch it. It's so good. It's
I'm glad that like Netflix is finally getting away from let's do 13 episodes Dude,
yeah.
Give me 10 episodes that are just packed to the gills, you know?
Yeah. Well, and this is 10 episodes, and I think the longest episode is an hour and 10 minutes. The finale's in like an hour and 10 minutes. Other than that, every other episode is like right around the 52, 55-minute mark, so they're all under an hour.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Did you watch Maniac?
I did watch Maniac.
Yeah, I think we kind of somewhat texted.
I think we were back and forth a little about it. Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, it was good. It was. I wanted more. I wanted it to be something different.
Right.
And I think this is one of the problems I have whenever I watch stuff on Netflix. I think it's one of the problems a lot of people have when they watch stuff on Netflix. Like this Hill House thing, right? I read some really bad reviews. Although it gets a very high rating, it's like a 9.1
really?
on IMDb, yeah. But I read some bad reviews, and the people that were reviewing it poorly, it's very clear they were expecting something different going in. And I think that's what the thing was with this Maniac. I was expecting something different going in. I was expecting a mind-twisting kind of alternate reality, I don't know, something that was more thought provoking and more mind twisting and that kind of thing.
But what you ended up getting was a little bit of a kind of a cheesy, over the top sci-fi series.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah,
and it was good for that.
And,
but if I would have known that going in, I would have liked it better.
And Emma Stone and Jonah Hill have like great chemistry together.
Yeah,
even back when they did Superbad, they had good chemistry together.
I was really surprised at how good Jonah Hill was.
Jonah Hill was fantastic in that.
He was great.
Because basically, like the first couple episodes is like the whole premise is Jonah Hill is been diagnosed as schizophrenic. His brother's going on trial for some unscrupulous shit. They're trying to get him to lie for his brother. He's very socially awkward. Doesn't like, kind of shuts down and just like lives in a shitty 1-bedroom apartment. Comes from a very affluent family and like lives in this shitty 1-room apartment for some reason. When like multiple times they're like, just let us give you money and take care of you.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I don't want to do that. And then like Emma Stone's character, she just kind of, I never really understood.
She's a street kid kind of thing.
But she's not. Like she was just a party girl.
Yeah.
But she was kind of a dick.
Yeah, she was
and
a little bit of
she ends up getting into a car accident with her sister, and her sister dies.
Yeah.
And
don't wreck it.
Whatever. It's like in the 3rd episode. Fuck it. If you haven't watched it, stop this, go watch it, come back. And like, so they like she finds this drug, and like it keeps taking her back to her sister's death, and she keeps reliving that misery, and she loves it. So you come to find out, like, there's a pharmaceutical company that's doing all these tests.
Trials with this drug.
And then that's how Jonah Hill and her get together and meet.
They meet
but the weird thing is, like,
trial.
Yeah. But, like, Jonah Hill has this imaginary character that comes by and talks to him every now and again.
Well, he's a diagnosed schizophrenic. Right? So yeah, it was excellent. I thought it was excellent for what it was.
Yeah.
Like I said, I expected something different going in, and I didn't get what I wanted.
Right.
So for me, I walked out of it disappointed. I will say the last episode was phenomenal.
Yeah.
The end was great.
Right.
But I still walked out a little disappointed because I didn't get what I wanted. It's kind of similar to although this wasn't even really a good movie, but that Lucy with Scarlett Johansson.
God, I love that fucking movie. It's such a dumb movie,
but
I love it.
It's a great action movie.
Yeah,
but it's not.
It's not based in science or reality.
Well, it's not a thinker. And what I went in looking for a thinker, and that's
Yeah,
I think that's the hardest thing about going to see a movie is, especially now, because they're trying to sell. Man, half the time when these fucking previews come out for movies, they first of all. You get a 3-4-minute commercial, and they show you the fucking previews, and the first question is, shit, did I just see every decent scene in the whole movie?
Right.
Number one. But number two, it's like, how much of this preview is actually telling me, like,
anything good about
anything really about the movie, or are you just trying to sell me this fucking thing?
Right.
because you know I'm going to show up at a movie that says we only use 3% of our brain, and what if we used all of our brain, and shit, that sounds like a great thinker. Fuck, what if we used all of our brain? This sounds like really cool science fiction brain shit, and yeah, I definitely want to go. And then you get a really cool action movie with Scarlett Johansson, and you're like,
where it turns into Akira at the end.
Fuck me, man. Like, I wanted to think. I didn't want to just see shit blow up.
I always want to see shit blow up.
I'm always good with seeing shit blow up. But
with Maniac 2, like, the thing is, it's like, for me, like, after they start this drug trial, like, whenever you see the doctors and the technicians that are working on it, it's total cheeseball.
Oh, it's completely over the top. It's over the top. It's, imagine Star Trek, like, cheesier.
Yeah, but cheesier.
The original Star Trek with William Shatner,
right,
only intentionally cheese.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's great.
It's fantastic for what it is.
And then basically
it's really good.
They give these candidates the drugs, they put them in these like chairs, and then they go into like an alternate reality.
Yeah.
But every episode, I think after the third, like dives deep into these realities where they're supposed to be pulling out like all the bad things and trying to get these people like through their depression or whatever their mental maladies are.
Right.
But every episode has like a different theme to it.
Well, every episode is like a different dream sequence kind of thing.
There was one that was like in the 20s. My favorite one was when Jonah Hill was dressed up like a cholo through half of it.
Oh, when he was with the braids.
And then like Emma Stone is stuck in a fantasy.
When he was the gangster working for his dad or whatever.
Yeah.
I like the one when he's when they're married and they're married white trash.
Oh, that one was pretty good.
I was cracking up.
Right, and then there's the one with when Emma Stone is caught in like the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And she's like, and she figures out what's going on halfway through. She's like, this is fantasy. I hate this genre.
I don't even like this genre, right?
But yeah, I would highly recommend it. I enjoyed it. Just go into it knowing that it's going to be cheeseball. Just
you got to know what you're getting.
Them act their asses off because they definitely did that.
Yeah,
Sally Field is in it.
Yes, Sally Field is in it. Sally Field is the doctor's mom, right? Yeah, yeah. Just don't expect like a mind-bending type of like weird thinker. Just expect, you said, so a cheeseball science fiction.
Yeah, and I think it's only going to be a single season.
Oh, it definitely is.
Yeah.
I was reading about it after I watched it. I was reading that it was never intended to do more than one season.
Right.
Just because, I mean, with Jonah Hill and Emma Stone, there's no way you could sign them on to do
more than that.
Their careers are blowing up.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
they're gonna make $15-20 million movies. They're not making Netflix series.
Dude, and like I seriously sometimes I have a hard time looking at skinny Jonah Hill.
It's weird. Because he lost so much weight. But he still has that loose skin, fat face.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like he still looks like he's supposed to be fat.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like looking at Al Roker or Star Jones. I'm like,
right.
Dude, sometimes big people just need to be big people.
You're supposed to.
Your head is too large for your frame.
Go have a donut because I can't look at you like this.
Have several donuts. So, but yeah, that's because I watched that and I'm like, man, I thoroughly enjoyed it. But then again, I like cheesy sci-fi stuff.
Like I said, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good, and I think I would have enjoyed it more had I have known what to expect. But that's the thing, man. I wish these people wouldn't sell us on shit. Like they wouldn't. Like I don't know. And maybe Maniac wasn't sold to me that way. I probably read into it. But a lot of these movies are fucking sold like. Like it's going to be like I'm deathly afraid to go see. Have you seen the previews for bad things at the El Royale or Bad Times at the El Royale?
Yeah. It looks like it's going to be a Tarantino movie.
I want to see this so bad, but I am so deathly afraid that what I saw in the previews
is going to be the best part of the movie.
Is not only going to be the best part of the movie, but it's going to be, again, selling me something completely different.
Or it'll be the best part of the movie that, like, those scenes are not in the movie.
Right.
Like, they're, like, outtakes.
They're all the stuff that ended up on the cutting room floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that. I really, really want to see that. I really want to see...
Halloween.
The new Halloween, of course. Because it's Halloween.
Again, it's getting rave reviews, man. People are digging this movie. And apparently, what it's supposed to do is just basically act like Halloween 2 through 774 did not happen.
Didn't exist.
Which is weird.
Well, I thought it was to follow, because 2 follows right after 1. Right? So I thought it was just like it was going to follow after 2. Or no, is it just follow after 1?
I'm not sure.
I just watched the Rob Zombie Halloweens.
Dude,
again.
I loved those. They were good,
man. I enjoyed them. Although I realized, I didn't realize it the first time I saw it. Maybe it's because I'm older now. But God, some of the camera work made me fucking sick.
Really?
Oh, when he's in the house and he's chasing her around in the house, like towards the end of the movie, like the last 10, 15 minutes of the movie, before she ends up in the pool at the end. Oh God, those camera scenes. First of all, it's all dark and it's just jumping around like crazy, and I'm just like, I was watching it going, oh God, I'm gonna be sick.
You need a Dramamine to watch it.
No kidding, right? It's like,
it's crazy. The kid that plays young Michael Meyer, that blonde-haired, long-haired kid.
Okay.
He was in Hancock, the Will Smith superhero movie.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He was the kid that calls Hancock an asshole.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Call me an asshole one more time. And he comes off in a French accent, asshole, and he throws him up into the air.
I do remember that
and
scene.
He catches him, and he walks straight with, like, after he catches him, after the kid falls down out of the air, the kid walks with his arms down like, ah!
I remember that scene.
It was the same kid.
Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'll have to watch. Hancock was a good movie.
Yeah, I love that movie.
I did like
hilarious.
That movie. Yeah, I'll have to watch that again to see that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. I remember that scene, though.
Right.
Yeah. That was good. That was good because that movie was good because the twist and the surprise was really freaking cool.
Well, then
well done.
Charlize Theron in it.
Yeah. She is absolutely amazingly beautiful.
Yeah.
I was watching some movie with her on Netflix just recently, and I forget the name of it, but it was something. It was not very popular, and it was. She plays a character in it that's. I'm trying to even remember the whole movie now, but it doesn't really matter. But she plays a character in it who's supposed to be a little bit dumpy, a little frumpy.
Oh, was
kind
it?
of thing.
Was it Tully?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. She played that character recently. Like
Am I
she's
thinking of Charlize Theron?
I don't know.
Was she the one in Monster?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she wears a baseball hat through the whole movie, and she plays like this character who is like, emotionally disturbed from stuff that happened in her childhood or whatever, and she's kind of just gone off on her own, and like, she lives she lives like in a very small house or something, like, kind of like lives all frumpy dumpy kind of thing. But even in that, like, they tried really hard to make her like without makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously in Monster they put makeup all over.
Dude, whoever did, I hope they had gotten an Oscar for that.
They should have, yeah. But in this one, they tried really hard without makeup to make her look frumpy, and you just couldn't do it.
Right.
She's just so amazingly beautiful.
Right.
Yeah. But that's right. She was in Hancock too.
Yeah.
I forgot about her.
Yeah, and Jason Bateman.
Oh, he was her husband.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
that had a pretty good cast.
Yeah, it did. It was a good movie. I saw it in the theater when it came out. I was down in Florida for training school, so we're talking 2003. That's an old-ass movie.
Yeah, that is. Wow. Yeah, Will Smith's good, though, man. He's come a long way since Fresh Prince.
No doubt. Well, since Parents Don't Understand.
Yeah. Dude, you know what came on my fucking... This is embarrassing. On my fucking Spotify the other day.
Marky Mark and the Funky
Yes.
Bunch. Seriously? Good Vibrations?
Good Vibrations,
That's
dude.
hilarious.
Oh, my God. I was in the gym, and I was doing... I was on the treadmill, and I picked some playlist.
Nice.
And Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, and I'm just like, oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
Right? That's right after he almost beat somebody to death.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He got... Well, he didn't get in trouble for that originally. He got in trouble for that only recently.
Well...
He's not really even in trouble. He's in social media trouble.
Yeah. It keeps getting brought up, but nothing's ever going to happen.
Well, no.
Yeah. So...
Jeez.
Right?
Oh, my God. Yeah. Yeah, God, that music sucked.
Dude. You know what I was wondering?
Such a bad genre. Such a bad era for music.
But it was a great era for music at the same time.
Yes.
It just depends on what genre you were in.
Yeah, because when was like Marky Mark and Will Smith? That was like
Will Smith was like in the late '80s.
That was late '80s, and Marky Mark
was
and
like,
the Funky Bunch was
that was right around 1991.
So that was right there when you had Nirvana and Smashing Pumpkins and
because that was all concurrent. I mean, it was that and CNC Music Factory and what do you call it? Arrested Development.
Arrested Development was actually very good.
Their second album was even really, really good, but nobody bought it.
No, but they weren't in that. They weren't in that dance music.
No
genre. They were more reggae, pop reggae kind of.
Hip hop
reggae.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, get me another one of those Founders, would you?
Yeah, we now have a beer fridge down here.
Beer fridge. We don't have to go anywhere.
Have you had one of these yet?
It makes it so much easier. No, but I will now. What is that?
Goose Island Midway IPA. It's an easy drinking IPA. It's only 50 IBUs.
This Founders was only 50 IBUs, and it was like I was drinking straight hops.
Yeah.
But it was still very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, and it's funny, like, during that whole... as he cracks the can. But during that whole Marky Mark era, that's when I was, like, working at Little Caesars. And all that shit, like, I worked with all these kids.
The one in DeKalb?
No. Mm-mm. West Plaza in Aurora, or Northgate in Aurora.
Oh, in Aurora? Okay.
And they had...
that's right. Because you weren't in DeKalb. You were about 7 or 8 years after me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So...
I'm an old man.
But that was like in the heyday of B96 being like... Because it was like B96 and Z95 going back and forth.
Yeah.
God, I miss Z95. That was the rock station.
That was the rock... Was that the rock station?
Yeah, Z95.
I remember the Blaze.
The Blaze? Yeah, 103.5 The Blaze.
103.5 The Blaze.
And then it was Rock 103.5.
Yeah.
And then it was shitty talk music after that. Or talk.
No, it's...
I don't even think it's...
103.5 is...
Is that She FM?
Eric and Kathy in the morning.
No.
I think, isn't it? No, they're on 101.
They're on 101.1 or 101.9.
103.5 is...
Isn't that She FM?
No, because 103.5 is what my wife listens to. It's all the dance music and shit.
Ew.
It's all like, what's his name? Post Malone and shit.
I saw a picture of that guy the other day. Yeah. What the fuck? When you get tattoos on your face, you're just like, fuck working anywhere normal.
Dude, when I stopped to buy beer on the way over here, there was a guy at the counter getting lotto tickets, and he had a fucking tattoo across his forehead.
Really?
Like right over his eye, he had some word written, and I was trying to read it, but it's like, how do you read? Like, I guess when you have a face tattoo that has words on it, I guess you're just asking for people to read your face,
right?
But like, I still felt like I can't just stare at this guy and read whatever's on his fucking face. Like, Jesus Christ! But I mean, my first thought when I see that kind of stuff is, dude, who beat you as a child?
Right. Who hurt you?
What? Show me on the doll where the priest hurt you. Dude, but it's... Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't get it. Well, that Post Malone, I saw him... I saw some video of him playing guitar.
Really?
At like some guitar center or something. He's actually not a bad musician.
Really?
I mean, he knows how to play the guitar. He was playing in time and playing some kind of funky, like, funk punk kind of rhythm and stuff.
Well,
and
Radiohead said anybody could play guitar.
Well, but Radiohead's a bunch of douchebags.
Well, he stopped playing guitars. I tried to listen to that last album they put out, The Moon-Shaped Pool. Again, that's another one of those albums that had no dynamic to it whatsoever. Like,
yeah, I never have been a big Radiohead fan.
Really?
Even that first one, I mean, it was okay.
Pablo Honey?
What was the bet? That wasn't the big one. The big one was
OK Computer.
OK Computer was the big one. Yeah, OK Computer was their third. Yeah. Yeah, I just was never a big fan.
Dude, their first 5-6 albums were fucking great, and then anything they've put out like since like 2004 or 5 has just been like meh.
You know what I've been listening to a lot lately, dude? I've been listening to a ton of old rockabilly, especially like Chuck Berry.
Oh, really?
A lot of Chuck Berry, a lot of Little Richard.
Getting primed for the Charlie Memphis.
The Charlie Memphis
EP?
release tomorrow, right?
Is it tomorrow? No, the 19th is today.
Is it today? Did it come out today?
It might have.
I'll have to go check it out.
Damn it, Jonesy! Why don't you keep us abreast of this shit?
No shit, man. What
I think
the
he was.
hell?
Because today's the 19th. He was having another
Yes,
release.
the 19th. He was having a release party on the
tonight.
19th.
So.
Yeah, but dude, you talk about what did you say that there's no dynamics?
No dynamic,
dude. The dynamics in the old stuff, man, and like I've been listening to the on Spotify. There's a couple of like the chess recordings from Chuck Berry. It's like 90 songs on this record,
right? And
so I just put shuffle on. Dude, from song to song to song, it's like, oh my god, this is great.
Yeah,
like the dynamics in it, the guitar in it, of course, because it's Chuck Berry.
Sure.
I mean, he's probably one of the greatest of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But
when he was not like spying on women in the bathroom.
Well, right. I mean, look, everybody's got their problems. I'm not gonna hold Chuck Berry's personal life against him when it comes to his music. I'm gonna appreciate his music for what it is, but yeah. Dude, I mean, it's just so good. It's so good. But
yeah.
Compared to some of the shit, like, I don't know, man. I keep saying, like, modern music is fucking shit, and I try to listen to stuff. I try to listen to new stuff. There's so little that I like.
Right. And I find myself in the same boat. And, I've had people be like, well, if you go on to, like, Spotify and try their new music playlists, you might find something you like.
Unlikely.
Yeah. I'm like, skip.
Yeah.
Skip. You've exceeded your skips for the day. God damn it, $9 a month.
I got premium.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought premium on Spotify.
But seriously, it's like, there is some interesting stuff out there, but like, I don't know, man. I've been listening to Pearl Jam a lot lately and Bjork.
Yeah.
Well,
it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, there's good. There are good artists out there now. I don't want to say there aren't any, right? I mean, there's
Greta Van Fleet.
Greta Van Fleet, whose new one came out
today.
You said today.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, that I haven't listened to yet. I got to listen to it. But they're good. I love Jason Isbell, and I love all of that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
But Jason Isbell is just putting out old music and slapping a label on it that's new.
Well, that's the problem with that genre. What is it? Americana, country, like
roots.
It's roots rock. It's not really country. It's roots. Yeah.
It's country, not western.
It's
This sounds like rock and or roll.
But that's the problem with that roots Americana type genre is that a lot of it is just it's the same stuff. It's just a different title and a couple of different lyrics.
Yeah, it was mostly done 60 years ago.
Yeah.
But then
and just as well, if not better.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you got people like Honey Honey. Fuck, I love Honey Honey, dude.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Yeah.
Suzanne Santo, the lead singer, she's amazing, dude. She's got a solo album out, and I've listened to a good chunk of it. It's pretty damn good, but I like Honey Honey more. Like, that's one thing, like, I hate it when, like, artists break out to do, like, a solo record.
Yeah.
But it sounds just like the shit that they were doing.
Shit that they were doing before.
Like when Tom Petty went out and did his Tom Petty records, but the Heartbreakers played on them anyway, so they just sounded like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers records. Like, dude, and even Mike Campbell was like, "We're on the album."
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of that is I don't know if that's a money thing or what, but it's
well, it's like when Dave Pirner broke away from Soul Asylum and put out his solo album, Faces and Names. Not many people did.
Okay,
like it was just one of those. It's like it's almost like a adult contemporary record, and it's a really good fucking record.
Really?
Yeah. Back when Dana was on the show more regularly, I assigned that album to her. She didn't care for it. I dig that fucking record.
I'll have to listen to it.
It's a good fucking record.
I'll give it a listen.
I don't know if it's on Spotify. It is on Apple Music. I know that much.
Almost everything's on Spotify because apparently Spotify's playing stuff illegally. So whatever.
Whatever.
Well, aren't they getting sued? I think they're getting sued.
Everybody's getting sued.
Everybody's suing everybody.
Well, the one good thing that Trump did was sign some act into law
Yeah,
about streaming music.
Streaming music and the make sure the artists get paid kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably pork bellied in with like 900 other things.
Everything is always fucking pork bellied in with other fucking bullshit.
Right.
It's all just, yeah. They all just fucking screw us.
Yeah.
They're all the same fucking assholes. But
dude.
Well, he's an amoral asshole, but they're all amoral.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into it.
Anyway.
Fuck that.
Legal weed's on the ballot in 3 weeks. So.
Who is? Legal weed. Yeah. I don't know. I might have to vote.
Well, that's the only thing you actually really have to check the box for.
Yeah, right. Maybe I'll just go and check the box for that and then leave.
You know, I've been listening to Serial.
Serial?
The
you
podcast.
mean like the
SERIAL.
like out of the box?
No.
No, I know. Yeah, Serial.
But the newest season...
It's like the number one podcast in the fucking world.
Dude, this new season is fantastic, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Well, the first season was all about the Adnan Syed case.
Okay.
Where, like, this Muslim kid got arrested for murdering his girlfriend.
Right.
But there's a lot of evidence saying that he didn't do it. And he was just kind of shoehorned into it. Fantastic season, spawned out 3 other things, and now the kid's going, like, they're working on getting a retrial for him.
Okay.
All based off of the Serial podcast. The second season came out a year later, and it was about the Bo Bergdahl case.
Yep.
And that season kind of sucked.
Okay.
I think they rushed it. They took 2 years off.
Oh.
And in that time, they spent 1 year inside the Cuyahoga County courthouse in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And just followed cases, talked to prosecutors, talked to defense attorneys. It's fascinating.
Really good, huh?
Dude, it's shit that like just makes and like you don't like you listen to it and you get angry. And you're not like hate listening to it.
Yeah.
But you're listening to it because like you're just angry at how like the system just fucks everybody.
Fucked up the system. That's right.
Like the first episode talked about this woman who went to Cleveland with one of her girlfriends. They sat at a bar, and this guy comes over and slaps her in the ass like 7 times. And like she finally gets up and says, "Look, stop touching me."
Yeah. Some
old fucking redneck bitch comes from around the bar and like starts a fight with her and starts kicking her ass. A brawl ensues. A cop comes in.
Fuck.
The chick that was originally getting her ass slapped just is wildly throwing punches, trying for self-defense, smacks a cop.
So she gets arrested.
She gets arrested for smacking a cop.
Of course.
And they've got, body cam footage. They've got the bars footage. But basically the court system there made her take a plea deal.
Well, that's the big... I don't want to get too far into the weeds with politics, but that's the big thing is that these plea deals, these mandatory minimums and these plea deals are what fuck everybody. Right?
Yeah.
That's why the war on drugs is such fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? When you get caught with a fucking, in some places you get caught with an ounce of weed and you're looking at a mandatory minimum of 25 years.
Yeah.
So when they come up to you and they say, "Look, you plead guilty to this, to this felony or this, this whatever misdemeanor you serve, or it's not even a misdemeanor. You plead guilty to this, you serve 2 years, whatever for this thing and kind of thing and Bush, and then you'll get out in 2 years, or you can go to trial and maybe not have to serve the mandatory minimum 25 years. Oh, by the way, normally it's fucking low income fucking people who can't afford a fucking lawyer. They're only getting a public defender. So what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take the 2 years. Sure. Well, then you get out and you're a fucking felon who just served 2 years in prison.
Right.
Guess where all your friends are, and guess what job skills you have?
Yeah, none and none.
Right.
Yeah, like the
system is designed to make them rich and fuck us.
For sure.
That's what it's designed to do.
And this last episode that came out this week was about this kid that got his ass beat by the cops. And he basically ended up like standing trial because he got a good attorney that's like, oh, no. Oh, no, we're going to trial with this.
Oh,
and
good.
He won.
Good.
The cop is in jail.
Excellent. Even better.
But
there's a happy ending to this story. Well, the cop's in jail.
Well, that cop is
part
in
of
jail.
A happy ending, at least.
But it's in East Cleveland, and there's one cop that's after this kid. Now, he hassles him, like, harasses him all the time.
Of course he does.
And at the end of the episode, there was some kind of block party going on, and the cops come to bust it up. And instead of, like, you know, dispersing everybody and telling everybody to go home, they rushed the one kid that pointed out the cop and said, yeah, he's the guy that beat my ass. And so they beat his ass and threw him in jail, and they threw him in, like, a storage locker for a couple days. And he's like, dude, I had to shit in a locker. Well,
I'm not going to say that the cops are a gang, but they're kind of a gang.
Yeah. But yeah, but definitely check it out if you get an opportunity.
I will. I'll have to check it out.
I think they're only like 4 episodes in.
Dude, I listen to so many fucking podcasts. Yeah. My God, I've got shit.
Right.
I'm fucking neck deep in podcasts. Do you listen to anything from Barstool?
No.
Dude, I listen to one of the news podcasts I've been listening to lately is Hard Factor from Barstool Sports.
Okay.
It's actually pretty good. It's only like 20 minutes a day. Mm-hmm. They come out one every day. I think it's 3 guys, and they each pick one story, and then they give the summary of the story, and then they tell they'll like go to social media and they'll like do comments, like read comments or read Twitter posts about it. And it's usually they're picking like the lowest of the low when it comes to Twitter posts, and then they just rip on people. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty funny, and it's a nice way to get news, because it's like you hear this horrible story that should normally make you pissed off as all hell, but these 3 guys make it pretty funny.
Nice.
It's not too bad, but yeah. I'll have to try Serial though. It'll be added to my list. Joe Rogan's had a lot of good people on, though.
Recently, yeah.
That's like 3 hours of my day every day that I have to fucking deal with that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's just... like, and I dig Joe. I think he's a good interviewer. He's a good personality. I dig his podcast, but there's just some of them I just like, ugh. Just too much.
Yeah, we talked about this before, where there's somewhere it's like, I just look at it and I'm like, I skipping this one.
I don't have 9 hours.
Nope, skipping this one. Yeah.
Like,
I thought the Roseanne one was good, though.
I haven't listened to the most recent.
Interesting. She's fucking crazy.
She's nuts. She's
loopy gone, man.
Yeah.
She is nuts.
Dude, have you been watching South Park this season?
I have not, no.
They had an episode on recently where... Mr. Hanky the Christmas Poo basically got fired from his job as the Christmas spectacular organizer because he was taking Ambien at night and like tweeting just really horrific racist bullshit.
Oh, jeez. I haven't seen it. I got to start watching it again. I'll have to find it. I watch no actual network television.
Really?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I think if the TV is on and it's not sports, it's usually like Food Network or HGTV.
Yeah.
Which is terrible, but it's like I don't have time.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Well,
man.
I'm a part-time preschool teacher, and my husband collects cardboard boxes. Our house budget is $14 million.
No shit, man. Fuck me. My God, it's crazy. Right?
I fold ham at a animal sanctuary, and my wife collects like packing peanuts.
Packing peanuts, yeah. Oh yeah. What's your budget for this home? Our budget for this home is $14 million. What the fuck? Right. How do these people do this? My wife and I
can fold ham. I can find packing peanuts.
My wife and I watch this. We watch these fucking house hunter shows or whatever, and it's like these people come on this show and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's in whatever. He's in telemarketing and she's a stay-at-home mom. What's your budget for this home?" Our budget is $1.2 million, and you're like, and that's legit.
Yeah.
Like they're really, and you're going, and we look at each other like, are you fucking kidding me?
Seriously.
Like serious? What the fuck?
Right.
How the fuck? My God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The one Kirsten really likes is the Property Brothers.
Well, they're handsome men. I could understand why she would like that.
I suppose they annoy me. I thought one of them was gay for the longest time.
I thought one of them was gay too, but apparently not.
No.
Apparently they're both straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't mind that show. We watched that one, and we watched the House Hunter thing, and then we watch all the Island Life, Beach
I hate
Hunters,
those people. I
all
hate
of those
all
things.
of those people.
All
I
of
hate
them.
watch those programs.
Well, I live vicariously through them for a half hour.
I don't. I hate them all. I hope that they go down to one of those fucking islands and a tsunami comes and kills them all.
Now, those are the best shows, though, because those are the ones where the guy is like, "Oh yeah, we're moving from Minneapolis because we want to get away from the winters, so we are moving to some fucking island in the Caribbean. Okay, so what are you looking for? Well, we need 5 bedrooms and we need 3 bathrooms because we have 7 kids. My wife is a stay-at-home mom, and I am in software. Our budget for this home is $250,000. Oh, we'll be able to find you something. Sure, no problem. And then they show them a house, and it's like, oh, well, this one has 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. It's 3,200 square feet, and the list price is $110,000.
Yeah.
What the I looked at her. I'm like, we're moving to the fucking islands.
Right.
We're leaving now. Put the for sale sign in the front yard.
But what they don't tell you is it's riddled with cockroaches.
Right.
There's like sewer rats the size of small puppies.
That's right.
There's bats that live in the attic.
And
it's just infested with fire ants.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Those shows just annoy me.
You don't like them?
No,
I like those.
I fucking hate them because they always have some obtuse bullshit, like young folks that walk in, and they'll walk into a house that like you and I would be like, that house is fucking amazing, and then the wife or the husband is all like, I didn't like the paint in the living room.
Right.
We're going to take this one off the list. I'm like,
right.
Bitch, haven't you ever heard of Sherwin-Williams? You can buy a gallon of paint.
I'm not sure I like the cabinet color in the kitchen. What?
Right?
What? This, are you kidding me? The kitchen's bigger than my house.
Right? It's got an in-ground pool where you could bathe an elephant. You know? And the neighbors have elephants.
It's true. They do that all the time. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah,
no, we watch all of those shows. Though. We watch all of
like
those.
They're like when Kirsten was pregnant with both the kids.
Yeah.
Like she was total in nesting phase.
Yeah.
So she would be watching that all the fuck time. And she's like, well, what do you want to watch? I'm like, anything that doesn't have the words property, brothers, island, real estate. I don't give a shit about any of that. It's the worst.
Anything where they're not selling houses.
Oh, my God.
I don't mind them. I really don't. Yeah, that, and I watch a bunch of Food Network.
Yeah, well, Food Network I can get down on because I could actually try that shit,
Yeah, I like watching that because it gives me some ideas.
Chopped, one of my favorite shows of all time.
I fucking hate that show.
Really?
I can't stand that show. That's the worst one.
Dude, that's the best one. They're like, here's some filet mignon, some sour cream, some fennel, and like black jelly beans. Go. I'm like,
I used to watch it a lot because it had a lot of the good ideas, but then it just became this like okay. What 3 wretched people can we get onto this show? Now everyone that goes on there is like, well, I'm divorced and my kids hate me and I can't see out of my left eye. It's like, what the fuck, dude? I just want to see.
My nickname is Lucky.
But my nickname's Lucky. It's like, dude, I just want to see you cook like fennel and vanilla pudding.
Yeah. See, I don't really pay too much attention to their backstories at all. I don't care. Just show me that you can cook some shit.
I like as much as I don't really care for him. I like Grocery Games
with Guy Fieri.
With Guy Fieri. Although apparently he's supposed to be a pretty decent guy in real life.
Really?
I guess he just gave a bunch of money to charity or something.
That doesn't make somebody good. That just makes them trying to avoid to pay taxes.
Well, okay, but that said, there's a lot of people out there who have a lot of money who aren't giving any to charity.
No,
so at a minimum.
Did you ever see that video of him kicking his hairdresser?
No, what?
Yeah, it was on TMZ a couple years ago.
Oh, maybe he's not such a good guy.
Yeah, like he hangs out with his hairstylist, and like they got into a fight in the bar, and like the hairstylist was trying to get in the car, and he had the door open, he's like kicking him in the head. Oh, dude, have you watched Ron White's new Netflix special?
I got through about 3/4 of it.
Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious.
It's really good,
dude. I am 100% down on his take on fucking geese.
Oh, absolutely.
Fuck geese.
I fucking hate geese.
Oh my god.
No, and you know where I'm at. I drive right along the river there to get to the train from the house, And I'll tell you right now, those fucking geese, they're responsible for 2 car accidents I've been in. Those fucking goddamn geese.
I remember the one.
Fucking
they fucked your car up.
Fuckers. Fuck that, man. Every time it's those fucking geese, and they cross the road, and then somebody has to slam on the brakes, and you end up smashing into them.
like Ron White says,
Dad.
You never see those dead on the road, do you?
I'm going to tell you right now, if a goose ever crosses the street in front of me, that motherfucker's dead.
Right.
I'm not slowing down. He's going to bite it, man. He's biting the bumper. Goodbye.
Seriously.
Fuck that goose. Oh, drive me nuts. Well, they're all over the place, too. The one time I was on a run this past summer, and I saw them all by the fucking pond, or by the lake over there. There was like a whole fucking gang of geese just waiting.
Dude, they are. They're just like geese are gangster, dude.
They were, man. They're all just sitting there like they're standing on the street corner waiting for somebody to mug. And I'm like, motherfuckers. And I could see them as they were fucking just standing there looking. And I'm like, God damn it, this is going to not be good. And I came up and I ran past them, and I even went all the way off the path onto the grass on the other side. And if this goose, this one, didn't fucking do the wing thing and starts chasing me and hissing, I'm like, you motherfucker!
I would have kicked him in the face.
You in the fucking head.
Fuck that goose.
Yeah, well, he didn't catch me, but if he had come close to me, I would have kicked him right in the head.
Yeah, geese they're the fucking worst.
Fuck them.
And you know where there aren't any geese? In Canada. They're all here.
As I'm drinking a Goose Island.
Right.
Yeah, they all come here. Yeah.
When he was like, they want to build a wall in Mexico. Fuck that. Build a net. Oh, my God.
He is really, really funny.
And his whole bit about, did you get to the point about him watching Thor? And watching all these movies,
where he wants to watch Thor with his shirt off.
He just wants to watch Chris Hemsworth with his fucking shirt off.
I'm not saying I'm gay. I'm just saying if he could,
if he could just be in that movie with his
with
shirt
his shirt off. Yeah, no, it's good. Well, the whole the Netflix stand-up stuff, the Netflix specials,
have been great. Rogan's one was really good, fantastic.
Rogan's one was really good. Kreischer's new one is
Secret Time.
Fucking hysterical. Oh
right.
My God. They're really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Well, is it Kreischer that's coming or Segura?
Segura's coming.
Segura's coming to Chicago. Tickets are like $300.
Really?
Or like $150 to sit like in the rafters.
See, I thought I saw some cheaper tickets out there.
Are there?
Probably.
So. There's probably some cheaper ones. I don't even bother looking at like Ticketmaster and stuff. I just go straight to Vivid Seats.
Really?
But I think it was I think they were over $100 a piece. Well, I paid $300 to see Rogan.
Did you
two
really?
tickets. I paid I want to say I paid $160 a piece.
Where was he at?
He was at the Chicago Theater. I saw him with this latest with this
special,
whatever this special is called. I don't remember now, but I saw him with that on that tour. Yeah.
It wasn't Triggered. Mm-mm. Triggered was the last one.
Triggered was the one before that. But this one, he toured with Andrew Santino, and I saw him with Andrew Santino, and who's the skinny guy who's like one of his best friends?
Tony Hinchcliffe?
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
I saw him with Hinchcliffe and Andrew Santino.
Nice.
Both of them were great. I actually thought both of them were better than Rogan, but
really,
I thought Andrew Santino was...
They're
awesome.
hungry still.
He's so good, man.
Dude, I want to see Joey Diaz before the end, before he kicks off.
Before
he
dies.
Yeah. Cocksucker. That guy's fucking hilarious.
When he does Joey Karate, the videos of him doing Joey Karate, I'm cracking up, man.
Right. But still, one of my favorite, and it wasn't even a bit. He was just ranting when he was going up about blue cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever see that?
Yeah. It's
on chicken wings.
It's
ranch.
blue cheese will fuck your mother.
Yeah, blue cheese will go fuck your mother. They did an animation to that, too.
Yes, I saw
hilarious.
that. I saw that. Yeah. He's good because it seems like he just doesn't care.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I used to listen to his podcast all the time, The Church of What's Happening Now.
The Church of What's Happening, or whatever, yeah.
Which is pretty good, but I just listen to too many podcasts. I just had to...
I just can't add any more podcasts. I try to add one when I hear it, like something good or somebody recommends something, and I'm like, oh yeah, well let me go listen to that. And then I listen and it's like, well, this is really good, but I can't I can't subscribe to another podcast.
Right.
I must have probably 30 podcasts I'm subscribed to.
Yeah, like I can't even listen to. I stopped subscribing to Kreischer's.
Yeah, I
to
stopped.
the Birdcast. I mean, it's good, but like again, like how many like 3-hour podcasts can I really listen to?
Right. Yeah, and that's one of the things I like about like some of the ones I listen to now are all like they try and keep them right around an hour.
Right.
Because it's like when you start listening to 3-hour podcasts, it's like fuck me, man.
Right.
Well, that's why I don't listen to Your Mom's House anymore either.
Right.
Because again, it was like an hour. It's like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes every episode.
True, but like
it's fucking funny as
honestly, if you don't even have to listen to like the guests that they have on, if you just listen to like the first hour.
Listen to the first half. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're really good,
dude.
They're so
every time
funny.
like he fucking starts laughing because they play a clip of somebody getting hurt.
Yeah. Have you seen her special?
I've seen her live.
Oh, you've seen her live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Kirsten and I got tickets to the Improv.
Okay.
And she was fucking hilarious.
Her special,
Mother Inferior,
is so fucking funny.
Right.
One of the top 5 I've seen.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it.
Christina P.
It's Christina Pajinski or whatever.
Pajinski, yeah.
Yeah, so good.
And it's funny because
God.
I found out about her because she co-hosted a podcast. She was a guest on Kevin Smith podcast.
You got the fucking hiccups.
I got the fucking hiccups,
you
dude.
need to open another beer.
No, I don't.
Okay, well, give me one of those Founders.
Did you?
Yeah, I polished off that Goose Island. Yeah. I'm going to make sure I have enough to
Get you home.
to make sure I have enough to call an Uber. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
No, I drank a bit too much last night. I was feeling it today.
I've been there. I was on a buddy of mine who I've known for 20 years now. He bought a house on a lake in Indiana, and every year he has a bunch of guys come down, and like 30, 40 of us come down, and he fires up all the grills and just fucking.
Dude, I don't even like 30 or 40 people.
Dude, I got to tell you right now, this is one of the funnest weekends ever.
Really?
Man. But I was fucking wrecked. Just wrecked. I got there on Friday, and it's like 3 hours away. It's like 2-3. It's probably about 3 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you, man. Fuck. I got there, and I just started drinking. And by the time I got there on Friday at like 8 o'clock, and I literally was pulling my cooler out of the back of the truck and like reaching into it as I'm pulling it out of the truck.
That's hilarious.
And I was so hammered. By midnight on Friday, I was so fucking wrecked, just gone. But he's got a couple acres on a lake out there in Indiana, and it's so nice, man. And when I was out there, all I could think of was, this is how I want to live.
Mm-hmm.
On a lake, neighbors far enough away that I can't see them, I can't hear them. Just everybody leave me alone. I got a boat. Fuck. This is it, man. Yeah, it's nice. Nice place.
Right.
But I haven't really tied one on since then.
Yeah, last night, like I was telling you, was my 15-year anniversary, work anniversary.
Oh, okay.
So we went out to a Brazilian steakhouse.
Yeah.
Because every 5 years of some service with the company, like whoever is working, with us in our unit, like every 5 years we all get together and go out and have dinner on the boss. They used to ship us down to Florida, so anybody celebrating a 5-year anniversary would go down to Florida, get put up in a hotel for the weekend.
Why would you go to Florida?
It's free.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it was it was on Clearwater Beach too, so it was like the nicer part of Florida.
Clearwater's beautiful.
Yeah.
Clearwater, St. Pete, that area is gorgeous.
Yeah. So, but they stopped doing that because it was way too expensive. So now they just let us have dinners with our managers. But there was like 8 of us, I think, that were celebrating an incremental
anniversary.
Yes.
I got you.
I've not been sleeping either.
That's why I'm here.
Right. But, so yeah, we did that, and we went to this Brazilian steakhouse. It was not as good as Fogo de Chao, but, it was serviceable.
Yeah.
Their lamb was outstanding, though. I will give them that. Their lamb chops were excellent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had an old-fashioned that was just whiskey with fruit in it. Like, so basically, it was not an old-fashioned. It was just a whiskey with fruit in it.
You said that earlier, and you say that like it's a bad thing.
It was not good, man.
It's I mean, I guess if you're expecting again,
if you're expecting,
we go back to the movie conversation.
Yeah.
If you're expecting an old-fashioned and you get a bourbon with
an orange in it,
an orange and a cherry in it, you're going to be disappointed.
And it was even Woodford. It was good whiskey. You know,
I'll drink Woodford straight out of the bottle if I have to.
Right? But like, I'm drinking it, and I enjoy a good whiskey.
Yeah.
But even then, I was just like, it's good. I was so mad. I wanted to take it back and be like, where are the bitters and the fucking simple syrup? Jack off.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
So
then I switched to gin and tonics. I had about 4 drinks, and I came home, had a conversation with my buddy Eli on the phone, and drank a beer before I went to bed. So I was 5 drinks in about a 2.5 hour period. So I was a little worse for wear this morning.
Yeah, I've like I said, I haven't tied one on since that weekend. That was a few weeks ago, but I have noticed though that I'm probably drinking too much because I'm drinking like probably 4 or 5 nights a week.
Jesus, dude.
Not drinking, but like I'll go home, like I'll come home, I'll have dinner, or sometimes I'll eat light because I feel like I eat big for lunch and I snack during the day and I don't want to eat a big dinner, so I'll eat light. But then like I'll have a beer or 2 sitting in front of the TV, and it's like I don't know that that's good for me. It's like 4 or 5 nights a week.
Well, stop snacking and just drink the beer.
Yeah.
I mean, you just if you want to like lower the carbs count, the calorie count.
Yeah.
Because I'll have a beer. I usually have a beer every night. Not always.
Okay. Well, then I don't feel too bad about it.
Like I think there's less calories in a beer than there are in a cola.
Well, I've actually I do that too. I will convince myself that I'd rather have a beer than have a candy bar or something. Like if I'm sitting around watching TV, or I'm watching, like most recently I was watching a lot of the baseball playoffs, and it's like I'll sit around and be watching the playoffs and I'm by myself. I really, really kind of want Snickers bar or something, but a bowl of cereal, and it's not like I'm eating life.
Right.
I'm eating fucking I'm eating fucking Lucky
Charms.
Charms.
You got Blueberry and Frankenberry and Count Chocolates in front of you.
I'll convince myself that I just have a beer instead.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah. But
sure.
speaking of Woodford, I just watched on Netflix a couple weeks ago. I watched a good movie with Mendelsohn. What's his name? Ben Mendelsohn? Mm-hmm. I think it was Mendelsohn, and I actually think it was Ryan Reynolds. Believe it or not,
probably.
About he was a gambler. Oh fuck! It was Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
I think. Fuck! I can't remember the name of the movie. But anyway, look for it. It's good. It's a movie.
I don't know what the name of it is, but look for it, fuckers.
Look for it. Hold on, I'll find it. I'm gonna look for it right now. Mendelsohn plays a like a degenerate gambler kind of thing who's like always broke and always losing, and Ryan Reynolds shows up in town, and he's one of these like hotshot kids who kind of like sits around, but Mendelsohn is gambling to win money. Mendelsohn, D-E-L, Ben Mendelsohn. He's gambling to win money, whereas Ryan Reynolds' character is more gambling because he likes people. And they end up going on a trip together to Mississippi or something, or to New Orleans to play in some big poker tournament, and it's actually a good movie. I just got to find it. I just got to figure out what the hell it is so that everyone can watch it, or anyone can watch it. Mississippi Grind, and it is Ryan Mendelsohn, right?
Ryan Mendelsohn.
Jesus
Christ.
Fuck me.
It's midnight.
Ryan Reynolds, Ben Mendelsohn. Yeah, Mississippi Grind. It's actually pretty good. It was it was kind of a one of these like gambling type of what is it? See, here we go again.
Dramedy?
Motherfuck, man. No. It's not. There's no real comedy in it at all. It's kind of the guitar movie with Ralph Macchio.
Crossroads?
Crossroads meets what's the poker movie? This is fucking terrible.
Rounders?
Rounders.
Okay.
Kind of like Crossroads meets Rounders. Yeah, kind of like one of those types of things. Yeah, it's good. Anyway, I can't believe I can't remember the name of fucking shit right now.
Yeah, well.
God damn.
It's late. We've had beers.
Yes. Yeah.
So. Dude, I've been watching some toy documentaries, like the toys that made us.
Oh, shit.
Dude, not good. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. There was a Lego one that was fascinating. Part of that, because it's like a series, like 2 seasons, 3 episodes each.
Yeah.
And like it talked about how, the guy who invented Lego started off making wooden ducks, like the kinds that kids pull behind them.
Okay.
And he had like this whole toy company set up, but he patented how the Lego bricks that we use today are made.
Yeah.
It was fascinating.
Huh.
And then like at some point in the mid-90s to maybe the mid-2000s, like Lego was about to go tits up, especially after after Star Wars, because they were buying all these properties and shit. And they almost went tits up, and how they got themselves back over, back in the black. Dude, it was a fascinating documentary.
Interesting. Yeah. I've seen that documentary. I've seen that series. It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that a few times. Well, I mean, I've not watched it, but I've seen it out there a few times, and I've thought, man, I should watch that. My only problem is I've avoided watching it because I feel like the nostalgia will be. I feel like it'll hurt too much, Like,
yeah, I can see that.
I don't know. I'm kind of at that age where I feel like when I see things that are nostalgic like that, I go, oh man, there's so many things I wish I could have experienced in life that I didn't. Fuck.
Yeah, the one they did on the Transformers and how they brought them over from Japan and all that.
Yeah.
Fucking, that was, again, compelling.
Yeah.
Just compelling. There was one on, and it was not part of the Toys That Made Us, but it was a full-on hour-and-a-half documentary about He-Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was called By the Power of Grayskull, or The Power of Grayskull.
Okay.
Dude, it was crazy because they would talk.
Dude.
They talked about how, like, they came up with the idea by looking at those Frank Frazetta Conan paintings.
Okay.
And how it kind of spiraled from there.
I thought they stole that from Thundar the Barbarian.
I think that might have had a little bit of something to do with it as well.
Probably.
But yeah, it was a great documentary.
Dude, He-Man was the shit.
Oh, yeah.
When I was a kid.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
We used to run home
to watch
He-Man because I think it started at 3:30. We used to get out. I think we got out of school at 3 or 3:10 or something. Yeah. We used to run home so we could watch He-Man at 3:30, and then music videos on the fucking whatever the UHF channel was,
right?
At 4 o'clock because we'd always want to see Lucky Star.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you were looking at Madonna and you wanted some pot? No, you fuckhead. I want a pot belly.
Oh man, I'll have to watch that. The Toys That Made Us. I've seen it. Like I said, I've seen it a few times. I just
because they have like Barbie, the Transformers, Lego, G.I. Joe, and it goes back to like when the G.I. Joe was the 12-inch like doll figure.
Oh, okay.
Like it goes back to the history and how like the ideas came of and evolved. It's fucking fascinating, dude.
I'll definitely watch that then because if those are the topics, as long as they avoid like the Atari and like the video game type of stuff, I'll be fine.
No, these are actual toys. They're not like computer games and stuff like that.
Because it's the Atari nostalgia that always gets me because it makes me feel like I'm 9 again.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh man, fuck! I remember when I was fucking 9, 10 years old. When I didn't have to pay bills, I didn't have any kids, I didn't have to worry about college fucking debt and shit. That was great.
Didn't have to worry about your kids' college debt.
Didn't have to worry about my kids' college debt, and yeah, that was nice.
Remember?
All I had to do was worry about where I could find quarters to go play Zaxxon.
Yeah, right. All right, dude.
All right, man.
I'm going to call this bitch because I am fucking tired.
I hear ya.
So, but yeah, for Pop Goulash this week, I'm Ruben.
I'm Tom.
Be kind to one another.